Hello everyone, and welcome back. As now, for the 89th episode, I will analyze none other than Steven Universe, the titular main protagonist of the animated franchise with the same name. One of the most iconic cartoon characters created recently, Steven Universe is the exact embodiment of no matter where we come from, we choose who we really are, as well as seeking ways in order to deal with your own trauma. And in this episode, I will analyze all they know about him throughout the original series, the movie, and the sequel series, to understand Steven Universe and his journey from a boy who dreamed to to save his world to the hero who saved the entire galaxy. And now, let's begin. Steven Quartz Universe was born on August 15, 2000, in Beach City, to his parents, Greg Universe and Rose Quartz. And at his birth, Rose gave up her physical form so Steven can be born. And of course, he was raised mostly by his gem friends, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, as well as by his father. And eventually, he grew up dreaming to become a crystal gem too, in order to help to save the world and to fight against the other corrupted gems. But eventually, by 2013, his dream came true as he began to display more and more gem abilities, such as summoning Rose's shield, or being able to create bubbles, or eventually having healing powers, as well as helping to fight with corrupt gems, and even with rogue gems such as Lapis Lazuli, and sadly with the resurgent gem empire, that being Jasper and Peridot who came on Earth in order to investigate. And of course, Steven eventually managed to grow up as a person throughout this whole ordeal and even gained his own best friend, Connie Maishwaran. And eventually, when problems complicated with Steven's perception of his own deceased mother has been altered by the revelation that she shattered pink diamonds, the former ruler of Earth. But soon Steven entered in conflict with the diamonds, specifically yellow and blue diamonds, wanted to destroy the Earth with a cluster in order to avenge Pink Diamond's death. But thankfully Steven managed to change the cluster's heart and put it into a bubble. But then problems arrived once again as Steven got captured by the Gem Homeworld and put on trial when it revealed the possibility that one of the diamonds might have shattered Pink, and thus and Rose got the blame for it, thus giving him more hope that the fact that his mother might have not been a murderer, as well as meeting the off-colors and befriending them in the process and finding his way back on Earth. But about his mother, Steven got more and more questions regarding what's happened between her and Pink Diamond, including the possibility that Pearl might have shattered a diamond pretending to be her. But at the end of the day, it was finally revealed that Pink Diamond was Rose Quartz all along. His own mother was a diamond, who faked her death so she can live as Rose on Earth for the rest of her life, and thus shattering Steven's view upon his mother and realizing that she too is in part responsible for all the problems everybody is suffering. And finally, Garnet nearly infused to all of this, but Steven managed to bring peace by having a wedding organized for Ruby and Sapphire. But things got complicated once again with the resurgence of Yellow and Blue and trying to wake up the cluster to destroy the Earth. Thankfully that failed, and Steven revealed to them that he is in fact has Pink Diamond's powers, and causing him to be mistaken for Pink Diamond by them, just like how he was mistaken for Rose Quartz throughout the whole series. And finally met with his own grandmother, White Diamond, for the first time, who Steven tried his best to have her to change her mind. But of course all of this actually worked on the hard way, as he managed to change Yellow and Blue's minds and confront White about everything she did, including her treatment of the Pink Diamond, and to have her to leave the Earth alone. And of course, while White tried to take Steven's gem in order to restore Pink Diamond back, but thankfully that failed, and he proved to her wrong, proved to her that it's not okay to have flaws, as eventually realized that White Diamond and the reason why she's doing all of this is because of her own fear, the fear of flaws. And thus when Steven managed to convince her to change her mind and to officially release everybody from her mind control, and finally brought peace between the Gem Empire and Earth, and managed to heal all the corrupted gems and the forced gem fusions. And with all of this, the entire Earth and the whole galaxy changed forever, as Steven proceeds to help with the democratization of the Gem Empire. All the caste system has been abolished, all the gems are allowed to fuse with each other without fear and punishment. Yellow Diamond disbanded her army and liberated all her colonies, and Blue Diamond cancelled that penalty and no longer made anyone cry, and White Diamond now finally engages with the public. Now, and Steven, by 2016, finally finished with his work and returned back on Earth. But a new problem arrived in Spinel. Pink Diamond's old playmate was abandoned by her in the garden for the last 6,000 years, who tried to destroy the Earth and kill Steven and the Crystal Gems to as revenge for her abandonment. But thankfully, all of it has failed, and Steven managed to also redeem her in the process and gave her a new life with the Great Diamond Authority. And now, by 2017, problems have arisen as Steven sadly began to experience some sort of a pink state. His powers have grown much more powerful than he himself could comprehend, and problems soon arrived as he eventually came to deal with his own trauma to do all of these adventures and ordeal that he experienced in the last years. Now, before I go any further, we all should stop and ask ourselves, is Steven good? And if it wasn't for the sequel series, the answer would have been obvious. But the sequel series ultimately shown us that Steven too is capable of doing harm to others, given the fact that he literally shattered Jasper and nearly tried to shatter White Diamond as revenge for what she did to him. But of course, it's eventually revealed that Steven is nothing short of a traumatized person, disillusioned with his own mother and everything she did, and tries his best to fix the mistakes of the past, as well as the fact that he literally became an actual monster, physically speaking, to do all the trauma and pain he experienced. But at the end of the day, he's nothing more but a genuinely good person who tries to help others and to go on with his problems. And the answer is ultimately yes. Steven is good and he tries his best to be one. And finally, his monster state has been reversed by all the people around him, including by his old enemies. All of them team up together in order to heal him and make amends. And afterwards, Steven finally decided to leave Beast City to officially start a new life somewhere else, officially deciding to start a new chapter and leave everything behind. So in the end, who is Steven Universe? He's nothing more but a simple boy who was born with an immense gift, a gift that he will use to help others around him and to try his best to fix the mistakes of the past. A boy that will be corrupted by trauma and pain and literally become a villain himself until he eventually got saved by the ones around him. And a boy that could easily be called as one of the most iconic heroes ever made in animation. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to give a like and subscribe and have a nice day.
The birthday boy and his best friend.